If you landed a copywriting client right now, would you feel confident or would you panic? Would you know what information to ask for before sitting down to write their copy? Would you know how to do the research so that your copy is effective? Would you know what to include in the copy? If you answered no to any of the questions, then this video is for you. I'm going to teach you the practical side of copywriting so that you can gain more confidence and finally feel ready to start working as a copywriter. This course will be divided into lessons that will come out every week, so make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and that you're receiving notifications when I upload. We all know that if you don't subscribe, you'll just forget about it and get distracted, and a few months will go by before you get back into the flow of things. And obviously the sooner you start, the sooner you get your first clients and you'll start your freelancing career. So yay, it pays off to subscribe and learn. So anyway, I've been freelancing as a copywriter since early 2019. I've also been traveling the world and basically living my best life. It pretty much sucked before I discovered copywriting. So let's take a moment to thank God for this beautiful gift that just keeps on giving. And because it changed my life, I want to share it with you. I do things a little bit differently to the other creators because I teach copywriting in the most practical way so that you can really implement what I'm teaching you. I remember when I was starting out, it was really difficult to learn, and I want to make this process easy for you. Anyway, that's enough about me. This is about you. So get your notebook, your pen, your favorite tea, and let's start. Okay, the first thing I need to do is burst the delusional bubble that you're in. I'm going to bust the biggest copywriting myths so that you can move on with healthy expectations. Why am I doing this? Because I think that there are a lot of people on the internet who don't tell you the truth. The truth about copywriting. Now, some of them have a fake it till you make it mentality, so they bend the truth because they want to make it their own reality. So I'm talking about the people that tell you they're making more money than they're actually making. Now, others are just downright liars and they lie to you to get you to buy from them and subscribe to their content. And some people are telling the truth, but they're omitting certain parts of it, like the amount of work that went into their success and the help they got in order to get there. Or they don't talk about the average results of their students, just the outliers. These are the people that come on social media and tell you they made 10K this month, but they don't tell you that the last 4 months they really struggled. These are the gurus that invite students who are super successful to give testimonials, but they don't talk about the 90% that are less successful, which is the average result they should be advertising. Now, I'm not here to make you feel hopeless, but to help you see things for what they are so that you can plan ahead realistically, stay consistent and motivated. Because if I don't tell you the truth and I paint an overly rosy and distorted picture for you, and then you go into copywriting and you find a different reality, we have a huge problem. The dangerous and heartbreaking thing is that you will blame yourself. You will question your abilities and you'll think that there's something wrong with you, when in reality you were fed lies. And this is what the gurus tend to do. If you don't hit the 10K month that they promised you, they will tell you that you don't believe in yourself enough or that you didn't work hard enough, when the reality is that they set you up for failure because they didn't tell you the truth from the beginning so that you can have realistic expectations. It's like if somebody cheated on you and you found out and they flipped it on you and said it was your fault, and then you believed them and start questioning yourself like, oh, well, maybe I'm not good enough for this person, or I'm very ugly, or I don't deserve to be loved, when in reality it's nothing to do with you, but everything to do with them. And I think we have this toxic environment online and we need to address it. But anyway, let's get into the myths. So the number one misconception is that you can just start copywriting today and make like 10K this month. Now, this is going to be tough to explain because it's not impossible, but it's not very likely. So the funny thing about freelancing is that you make as much as you sell yourself for. In other words, a lot of this is to do with how you market yourself and how much you believe you can make. For example, I know two copywriters, Leah, and she charges $7 an hour, and Nicole, who charges $120 an hour. So they're doing the same thing, they have a similar amount of experience, but they carry themselves differently. Leah is 18 years old and she's from the Philippines. When you're 18, you have about as much confidence as a turtle in a race with jaguars. Now, according to Google, you can expect to spend around $10 per day on food in the Philippines. So you can probably see how the $7 makes sense to Leah. Nicole, on the other hand, is 38 and she lives in Miami. Obviously, at 38, you've been through your fair share of life and you're more confident naturally. On top of that, if you live in Miami, you spend around $35 on food daily. Hopefully, you can see how Nicole's rate would naturally be higher than that of Leah because of living costs, but also her confidence and mindset and all that stuff. Now with you, if you're just starting out as a copywriter, I really doubt that you will, with full confidence, close enough clients at high enough rates to bag $10,000 this month. Especially if you've never had $10,000 in your bank account, you don't have a lot of experience in sales, you're new to freelancing, you don't have copywriting experience and you don't consider yourself to be an expert, and you can't make time slow down so that you can take on 100 projects this month. Does this mean that you'll never make $10,000 in a month? No, not necessarily, but definitely not in your first few months. So, if I were you, I would focus on building yourself up gradually, because the truth is that slow is fast. Steady progress is better than scattered progress or no progress at all. In the next part of this video, I'm going to give you some practice price ranges that you could charge as a complete beginner for different types of projects. Now, this isn't necessarily a guide that you need to follow word for word. It's a practical exercise that will show you where your confidence is at and give you an idea of what you could charge. So this is what we'll do. I'm going to name the project type and name a price range. I want you to write down or take a mental note if you're too lazy to get a pen and paper, how you feel about it and which side of the spectrum you feel more comfortable at. Like realistically, if you were to apply for an Upwork gig that offered this much or this much, which one would you feel more comfortable applying for? Be honest with yourself. Okay, so let's start with landing pages. I think that for an absolute beginner, anywhere between $200 and $1,000 is a realistic range. Take a note. What do you feel more comfortable with, the 200 or the 1,000 or somewhere in between? Now, for a website with up to 6 pages, I'd say anywhere between $300 and $1,500. Depends on how much work there is, how comfortable you are with SEO and stuff like that. For a welcome sequence of up to 5 emails, we could say anywhere between $100 and $500. For Facebook ad copy with, let's say, 3 alternatives for testing, anywhere between $100 and $400. So how did that feel? Did it seem like a little or a lot? Did you feel disappointed or pleasantly surprised? You should just start where you feel comfortable and raise your rates as soon as you feel comfortable doing so. Don't follow what others are doing, follow what feels right for you. You'll see that in 12 months you'll remember this video and smile to yourself for taking the smart advice. Now let's move on to the next myth, but before we do, answer this question in the comments. What were your money expectations like before watching this video and what are they like now? Okay, moving on to myth number 2. Copywriting is hard. So this myth is like a continuation of the previous myth because making $10,000 a month is something that blows your mind right now. When people tell you that you can do it with copywriting, you automatically imagine that it's something crazy difficult to learn. It must be, right? Otherwise, everyone would become a copywriter and a millionaire, right? It's like when you're in high school and all the girls fancy the same guy. And the guy is not the most handsome, he's not the kindest, nor the funniest, but it all started with one of them saying that she likes him, and then they all put him on a pedestal. And automatically, everyone assumes that it's impossible to go out with him because all the girls fancy him. And the guy is like, why do all the girls act weird around me? So the whole dynamic is based on fake pre-assumptions. This is what happens with copywriting, but also with e-commerce, Facebook ad management, and some other things that go on online. People are making crazy claims and glamorizing these industries, and because of that, we're caught in this limbo of believing these skills are really hard to learn because of the potential they bring. So in reality, copywriting is not the hardest job under the sun, and it's not a mindless and easy job either. You definitely need to think, research, problem solve. You also need to be creative, a good communicator, and a fantastic writer. On top of that, you need to know sales, consumer psychology, and marketing. And if you're freelancing, then you also need to be organized and to be driven, independent, and you need to be able to sell yourself and your services. So is this difficult? When compared to being a rocket scientist, probably not. When compared to a shop assistant, yeah, it can seem difficult. But it's a skill like any other that you can learn and get good at. If I was able to do it and thousands of other people worldwide are also doing it, then you will be able to learn it too. But of course, you need to dedicate the time to learning, and that's why you're here, and that's why I'm here to help you out. Cool, so let's move on to the third myth that is causing havoc for new freelancers and copywriters. But before we do, answer this question in the comments. Did I change the way you think about how difficult it will be to learn copywriting? Say yes or no in the comments, super quick. Okay, now the last myth, and probably the most important, AI is going to replace copywriters. A lot of people started complaining to me and telling me that their clients didn't want to hire them anymore because AI is here and it's just easier to use it. Personally, this has not happened to me. In fact, clients told me that AI is a bag of poop in comparison to the copy I write for them. And I totally agree. Yes, AI can write an email or a sales page, but AI is not creative. Not yet anyway, and I think it's a long way from becoming creative. Just one look at the copy it produces and you'll understand what I mean. AI just doesn't get human creativity. You as a copywriter will read the client's avatar, do your research, understand the product, and you really get into the emotions of the customer and how they'll benefit from the product. You will just naturally feel what the landing page story should be, like the outline, the words will just come out of you and it will be magnificent. This is human creativity, and AI just doesn't know how to do it. Maybe it will one day, I don't know, but for the next few years, there's just no way. And honestly, I just don't think it'll ever be on our level. There's something about human beings and how we're connected and how we understand one another that robots just won't be able to tap into. They can tap into all of the internet, but not into our hearts. But on the other hand, I think AI is a great copywriter's assistant. Like sometimes I get stuck and I want some headline ideas, and AI will write me like 30 headlines in 20 seconds. And normally with some editing and more thinking, you can turn AI copy into a gem. But it still needs you, the skilled copywriter, to pick out the gem and polish it. So instead of worrying about AI, try to play around with it and see if it can become your assistant. Let me know in the comments if you tried to use AI and how the experience was for you. So to quickly sum this up, we tackled 3 copywriting myths, and hopefully now you're feeling more confident and prepared to make it a real career. Not some gimmicky get-rich-quick scheme, but a genuine way to make money, have more freedom, and grow as a person. I'd love for you to leave me one last comment, drop any questions that you have about copywriting and freelancing, and I will answer them in the following videos. Do that now, and I will see you in the next lesson where I will show you how to manage the beginning stages of any copywriting project. This is the behind scenes stuff that people don't really share openly. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the weekly copywriting and freelancing lessons and the next lesson. And you can also follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of tips and tutorials on there. I also host Q&A sessions that you can take part in. That's everything. And yeah, see you in the next one.